Dude, cigar box guitar stories. We're taking a break from our push towards cigar box guitar music, and I want to share some stories with you. Get some coffee. I'm just gonna let this one go long. No frills, no whatever. Just sit back, kick it, and chill. All right, this is a hammock, porch swing, rocker, lawn. Wait, works well with hammocks, porch swings, rockers, lawn chairs. No, I'm not being paid. This is a drink caddy, but we're gonna get into that in a minute. This goes with that hammock right there. See that hammock? That came from Nags Head Hammocks. And that's gonna be that's kind of the major point of this video. But before we go there, go check out the Instagram. I just put up 2 builds reflecting on, I hope I'm stepping in mounds of dog crap back here. Can you guys please pick a space in the yard to go poop in instead of like randomly dropping loads like landmines all over the place? All right, Captain, cut. Tell your little girlfriend here to stop pooping it. All right, cut. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Story 1, this build is on not for sale, but hopefully you'll pick up some ideas as I've picked up ideas from you. 2019, I started building when 2013 when we first relocated from Lynchburg, Virginia to Columbus, Ohio. Got that book, Handmade Music Factory by Mike Orr. I would never stop sweating that book. Anyways, this is just one of the ones, 2019, a couple years later, I'd started and stopped, and then I got back into it. This dude right here was selling these necks as is. See right here, see how it's long? He left them long so you could like trim them off and do your own thing. But at that time, I didn't have tools. In 2019, I wasn't Tim the tool man. All my tools are in that shed. And I'm still learning how to use these power tools, dude. Anyways, so I kept it long and was like, what can I do with it? This is the guitar that I had sitting in the kitchen, and I was like, I had just learned how to cut hot sauce bottles to make slides with them. Normally you would cut this part off and go that way, but I just had this idea of mounting them on the headstock, so if you're playing live on stage, it could just be there for you, and then you can pull it off and then slide and then put it back on. Thought that was pretty cool. And then I had a space back here, and this is when I had these cool stamps, and this is completely random, dude. You know, there's a lot of spiritual imagery with the trains, which is why I'm kind of weaving in some of my old vision of the Reformed blues process. Not that I'm doing anything with it, but just as an exercise of art. These were these cool Transcontinental Railroad's 150th anniversary of the Transcontinental Railroad, which just happened to fit right back here. It just happened to get, it was like Legos, dude. So I just put it all together and was like, cool. And it kind of filled up the space. So anyways, for a long time I was putting stamps on these builds, and I may continue to do so. Anyway, there's so much to talk about. So this was the build where I discovered doing that, putting stamps on the headstocks and cutting the glass slides. I also, for fun, this was so flat, and this was here, and this is a utility drawer handle. Like you go to Ace Hardware or whatever, go to Home Depot, they're like $2, $3, whatever. And it just so happened to fit on, like when I lay this all out, it just fit on here perfectly. Like even the action's sick. So I went with it, put a simple pickup beneath here, a piezo rod pickup. Can you see it? Right there, see in here? Just inlaid it, squashed it all down. It's cool, dude, it works great. And then just put a simple, look at that. Boom. And then also I was obsessed with these grommets. These are computer hole grommets, where like if you had a computer at your house and you wanted to run all your cables and cords and stuff through like on your table, that's what this is for. I went psycho on those things. I went around town and bought like a gazillion of them. I thought for a while this was going to be like the thing that I did. And then I kind of was like, nah, I'm not really into it anymore. But this is where I was at the time. So anyways, this is a fun build as an idea of you don't have to have your necks going through the back. You don't have to do a back angle. You can, and it makes it playable, but you don't have to have a back angle. This is an example of like just going straight and simple. It plays awesome. This guy did a great job with this neck. I'm gonna learn how to do this, how to shape these down like this. I've been doing them all with the Shinto rasp, but and I might continue, but I might find a new way to do it for the 25, 25, 26 coming up year. But anyways, this is a fun build. Number 2. I don't know why I named it number 2. I don't know. I was also into these numbers, buying these numbers because they look cool. Anyways, so that's this one right here. Buying a prefab neck. If you don't got it like that right now, I didn't have it like that for a long time. Just buy a neck, and then do your own thing. Next, that one is on Instagram. Instagram, Hot Sauce Guitar Kitchen. This was my fave for a while, and I'm thinking about doing a new bridge, adding a pickup, putting new strings, and changing out the pot in this one. Check this one here out. I got this box, I loved it. This neck right here, see right here? This was for a post hole digger. Right? And it was only one of them. I went to here one day with my little girl, and it was back there, and see how it has like this prefab, like look at this, dude. This is how it came. I was like, oh dude, if I could find these necks, I tried. You can't find them anywhere. Seymour, number 14, Eureka. Try finding them. If you can find them, find a warehouse full of them and then buy it, all of them. But anyways, these holes were already pre-done in here. For some reason, dude, I'm like a headless guy. Like I like the headless feel, Steinberger. I just think it's cool. Some people aren't into it. Whatever. I'm into it. I love them all. You know, I'll go headstocks and no headstocks. Doesn't matter to me. But again, this is when I got this fretboard from the same guy I got this right here from. He sold these necks. If you bought like 4 of them, you get the 5th one for free. I bought like 30 or 40. Anyways, no, seriously, I did 2 sets of, I think I did 20, I think I bought 20 of this guy's necks. Anyways. He sold these fretboards as well. And he had it, and these are, I gotta find this guy again. He also would include this brass nut, and the slot would be pre-cut. It was like the deal of the century. Up here, this is what I was doing my Paleo Hebrew, Eric Bissell on YouTube, Paleo Hebrew. It's a long story, but the Paleo Hebrew is like what we believe is the oldest form of lettering. Anyways, it's a long story. But Yod, Hey, Yod, Hey, Vav, Hey. It reads forwards and backwards and forwards, depending on how you're on the camera and whatever. Yod, Hey, like, hey, look. Vav, the nail or a hook, hey look, and the hand that works. Anyways, just for fun, put that up there, cut it at an angle, glued it on here, and yeah, these came off of I had a Gretsch White Falcon 12 string, a 12 string Gretsch White Falcon that was gorgeous. It sounded like doo-doo. These sound better than that guitar sounded. But anyways, I was so hyped about that guitar before I found out that it sounded like doo-doo. I replaced the tuners with some, like, if you got that guitar, you got some seriously good tuners in that thing, because I got these really good ones. But anyways, I took those ones off, and then I considered them just leftover parts, and so I wound up putting them on here. So the wing, just because of flying, harpazzo, being caught up. So this one right here, I was playing it last, oh, another thing too, check it. I used a clip, hold on. For a long time, I was just using these as bridges. Go to the dollar store, or the Dollar Tree, or the $1.25 store. Get one of these, and then, you know, they make prefab bridges. And because for a long time, almost all of my builds, they fit perfectly. This one was an example of one that fit perfectly. And I took these, this is how nerdy I got. I took these brass screws. What is that called? That's not a Phillips head. The flat one, the flathead screws, but miniaturized in brass. You can find these at some of your old school hardware stores. Go in there and be like, yo, I need like itsy bitsy little mini flat strips. Anyway, so the idea being that I could take those, because they're pre-slotted, and you could take them and raise them. Because I came from the guitar, the guitar world, where everything, you're adjusting everything by quintillion millimeters and microscopic trillion meters. So I got nerdy with this. This one right here is buzzing, and I had this up the other day on 2 dimes to raise up the action like that much. So going through this one and this one, I think I really fell in love with this one. So I'm thinking about doing something with the bridge, but more so, this is when I was still learning about electronics. So there's there's 2 piezos in here somewhere. I think I put one up here. And then ran the cord all the way down here. There's one beneath here. I don't know. I forgot what I did with this one, but there's a 3-way switch. I love this one because I've always loved the neck. It's killer. I gotta tune it up. So, yeah. So I'm thinking about putting a pickup in here, and then putting this into the rotation of guitars that I play when I'm jamming. So anyways, this one and this one are examples of things you can do. Oh look, see I put the computer grommet holes in both of them. Necks pre-done. I'm at a place now where for myself, I've proven that I can make my own necks. I'm thinking about just buying them now, dude. Just finding like a hip builder and being like, dude, I would rather just buy them from someone who's got the whole jig template, is all fretted it out, and just build like Legos. I was scared of fretting for a long time, so I bought these. Now I've fretted over almost 200 builds now. That's not being braggadocious. I'm proud of myself for doing something so consistently. But yeah, I might just go back to just buying these things now. I want to play, dude. Building's fun. Selling them sucks. But performing and playing on them is kind of what's cool. All right, check it. So here is the point of this. The pictures of these are at Hot Sauce Guitar Kitchen Instagram. I'm telling you to go there, so you'll go there, or you'll go to eBay. I'll put that on the screen now. Captain, put it on the screen, eBay. So if you're looking for Christmas gifts, or if you're a builder and you're trying to market them, here's the season we all got to come together and then get these things sold and get these things in the hands of the masses, right? But that's not the point of this video. That's one point of this video. That's as salesy as I can be. We're here because when I went through, listen, long springs, long falls, summer and winter get in the way. Look, landmines everywhere. Landmines mixed with leaves. Poop. Landmines mixed with leaves. These two. All right, so here's my Nags head hammock that I spent most of the summer in, reevaluating this artwork, praying, reading my Bible. If you called me or sent me emails and I didn't respond, that's because I was sitting here all summer long, reading my Bible and praying, literally. That's all I did for 3 months. I quit building. I quit making videos. Like anyone cares. This is more of a, I don't want to call it manic or lunatic. This is just kind of more like the art process that many artists go through, I guess. So anyways, sat here all summer long. It still trips me out. We just bought this house. I'm gonna wrap it up and get to my point. We'll get down to the doomsday bunker in a minute. These two trees, we just got this house like 3 years ago. This is our first house. We'll be married 25 years in 2 days. November 3rd, to be precise. Well, actually tomorrow. Is today the 2nd? I don't know. So these trees were planted 52 years ago. How do I know? Because when we bought this house, the person who was raised in this house stopped by one day when I was washing dishes. Trippily, because I was washing dishes one day and I was like, wouldn't it be cool if like the person who owned this place came by here? I was thinking this, dude, just thinking it. I wasn't even praying it out loud. Wouldn't it be cool? Because we were hyped about this house. This is our first house. We've been married 25 years, so it's like our first house. We've been renting all this time. This lady, Julia, whatever her last name was, she came by, dude, like 2 weeks later. She said, oh, I saw my house. This house was for sale, and I just wanted to stop by and see who had it, and blah, blah, blah. She walked me through the whole yard, told me what the yard was, told me what they did, told me that her brothers planted these two trees 52 years ago. Now, I've been going to Nags Head. I'm in Columbus, Ohio, making this video. I was raised in Virginia and Pennsylvania. And we've been going to Nags Head, North Carolina beaches to vacation like my whole life. I'm 52, and we started going when I was like 6 or 7. So there's these billboard signs for the Nags Head hammocks that I've been looking at driving to and from. I think it's Highway 158. I wanted to say 168, but that's not. I think it's 158. It's my favorite road in the whole entire world, except when there's traffic. And there's these Nags Head hammocks that I've been, billboard signs, they're red. I've been looking at them for my whole life. And then like 2 years ago, I think it was 2 years ago, I bought my first one from Susan Beavers at Duck, North Carolina. Call her up. Anyways, when I bought this, I met Susan Beavers. She used to manage boxers, like prize fighters, not like the boxer, the dog. Boxers. If you see this lady, she's like this cute, nice, older woman. I'm not saying old. I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Like she's just like, she seems like just like a nice woman who's selling hammocks. You get to meet her, dude, and she's like managing boxers. I'm like, what? Anyways, long story short, I sent her a build. I was so excited about getting this hammock for said reasons. Here's the point of this video. She sent me a box. Now, see, I'm trying to get more dynamic shots without stepping in landmines. Look, it's a rando chicken. She sent me a box of goodies the other day. And I think that box of goodies has gotten me out of my slump. It took a few months in that hammock. Took a few months in that hammock and some, what the heck am I doing with my life prayers? And then I got this package yesterday with a drink holder. Now when I go lay in my hammock, I can put some Budweiser in it. Did I say Bud? I meant Coca-Cola. I can put some Sierra Nevada pale ale, no, ginger ale with whiskey, no, ginger ale, Coca-Cola, or maybe, what's the green tea that I like? The Arizona green tea. Arizona green tea, look, it hangs in the hammock. Let's go do this. And then my brother said, My brother said, Get, you stupid cat. No one likes cats. Beat it. Ugh. You know, my wife and the girls gotta have a cat around the house. It's the most annoying thing. All it wants to do is, the more I disrespect this cat and ignore it, the more it likes me for some reason. I don't kick it or anything, but I'm saying I'm not even nice to it. Anyways, on the next episode, we're gonna get into car guitar. Okay. Now, I know that you have builds all over the place. You have one right next to your bed. That's your nightstand guitar. Every car needs a car guitar. That's what my new brand is. I need some investors, right? Maybe we'll go to GoFundMe. Hi, I'm the DAV. I build car guitars out of junk. Check it. So this build right here, maybe we'll discuss it next time, maybe we won't. Some dude like gave me these boxes. I think I sold him one, or he saw one of my videos. I don't remember anymore. It's like a big mishmash jumbo in my brains. But look, car guitar, keep this one in the car. Full eyes. Did you ever see Friday Night Lights? Clear hearts, clear eyes, full hearts, can't lose. And look, those holes go through. You can't see that, can you? Let me get you some light. Let me get you some light. Thank you for watching these videos. If you were a person who watched the original videos, they are on at Rumble. Can you see now? Can you see through there yet? Maybe I'll do it this way. These are feathers from a blue jay. I had this thing about feathers on guitars. Anyways, these position markers go down and then through. Clear eyes, full hearts, can't lose. I bet it's not even tuned. Get you, cat. All right, boom, boom. Have a good day. Build Cigar Box guitars. Buy Cigar Box guitars. Go on eBay. Buy my Cigar Box guitars. Don't like my builds? I get it, dude. Go buy someone else's builds. Support the community. Build one. Keep building them. You can't fret? Don't fret. Go buy pre-done necks. If never fretted, start to fret. Don't fret. If you're a born-again Christian, don't fret. Do not worry about your life. Here's a verse. Look, I keep this verse along with car guitar. I keep verses in my car at all times. I'm not being braggadocious. I'm not more spiritual than anybody in the. I have memory issues. So, get you with some postcards. Start going through your Bible. And this is where I'm at right now. I build poor man's guitars. Psalm 113, 7. He raiseth. I know you're not all down with the King James raiseth. There's a whole reason why they do all that, but I believe after 30 years studying the Bible, the King James is spot on. Although I've been reading a New American Standard for 30 years, and I have all my notes in there, I just read them both now. Psalm 113, 7. He raiseth up the poor out of the dust, and lifteth the needy out of the dunghill. I think about this verse every single time. As broke as I am, as broke as we all are, this economy in America, whatever's going on in the whole wide world, getting ready for the beast system, we're broke, dude. Dunghill, because my job here at the house, after cooking, cleaning, washing dishes, being the chef, being a dad, Uber, driving my kids everywhere, I'm not complaining, I'm thankful, but dunghill. I'm also the dog poop picker-upper. That verse right here corresponds with 1 Samuel 2:8. He raiseth, I don't know who this is for. I'm writing this for me, for hope, but I hope this encourages you as it has encouraged me. 1 Samuel 2:8, I believe this is from Hannah's prayer, who prayed forever and ever and ever for a child, and she finally got one. And in her hype, in her enthusiastic answer to prayer, she wrote a song. It might be a song. I got to double check. He raiseth the poor out of the dust, and lifteth up the beggar from the dunghill, to set them among princes, and to make them inherit the throne of glory. For the pillars of the earth are Yahweh's, Yahuwah's, however you say it, Yad He Vav He, the tetragrammaton. For the pillars of the earth are the Lord's, and he hath set the world upon them. We won't go into the pillars of the earth today, or maybe not on this channel, but if you deep dive in what that means, things are not as they seem, to say the least. The pillars of the earth are Yahweh's, and he hath set the world, the face of the world, upon them. It's not a floating blue ball, I don't believe, floating in the middle of nowhere. Did I say that out loud?